Um, Hi, everybody. I'm going live on my channel. I will be talking to the Aurora Police Monitor, and we're going to have a conversation on what is to be moving forward as far as the police chief's behavior, if he's going to hold him accountable. Hopefully, he does. Um, and we'll just go from there, I guess. So,
hey, Ellie, nice to see you. This is going to be simulcast on KDOT's too, so if anybody is interested in both streams, feel free to jump back and forth. But I figured this is really important to get recorded, et cetera, et cetera. So,
and you guys can hear me, okay, right? You can hear me, okay, MLH?
As good as it's going to be, man. I know it's real low. If you want to get a little closer to your mic, KDOT, that's
yeah, okay. Is that better?
That's as good as it's going to get, my man. I got my volume all the way up.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and call him now. So, you guys just hold on. So,
all right, here we go.
Hey, Jeff.
Hello.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Just got done doing just got done DJing for a mental health conference that we like hold every month. So it was really, 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 really good. So
what's that about?
So basically, it's about it's different organizations, even partnering with the city of Denver, and I think some organizations from Aurora, where we talk about mental health, healing, breathing techniques, anything that has to do with dating. Not dating. I'm sorry. Anything that has to do with mental health, we talk about. And just different strategies on how to go about it, civil rights activisms, what we can do to be better members in our community. So really, really great conference. So
that sounds good.
So
how many people there?
About a little bit over 300.
Oh, wow.
It was a big conference. It was a big, yeah.
And it was in Denver?
It was. It was at the Stanley Marketplace.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with. Oh, maybe I am. Yeah, I think I went there once.
Really nice place, by the way. So
good. So listen, I thought it would be good to clear the air between us.
Okay.
And try to develop as productive a relationship as we can, because this is going to be going on for another 4.5 years. And I think in order for it to be as good as it can be, the relationship between us should be as good as it can be.
Okay.
So, I mean, that was really what I wanted to try to achieve. And I want you to know that I'm trying to do whatever I can to make things better. I mean, that really is the goal. And I think we can make things better. I see things getting better in some ways already. But I want your input on whether or not you're feeling they're getting better, and what better looks like to you, what it is that you want to see and feel in order to know that it is getting better.
Okay.
And then I wanted to talk about that one incident, the Nestor incident, and just talk some philosophy with respect to what one does with a police officer who probably can't be terminated by virtue of departmental policies, but needs to be remediated in some way, and what that looks like and how that can occur.
Well, first of all, I want to, make it very clear that, I am not your enemy. I'm not trying to, um, bully my way in any type of thing that you're trying to do. Um, but you have to understand that I'm very passionate about my community. You have to understand that the situation with Elijah McClain and a lot of the other stuff that happened in Aurora, uh, you know, uh, I'm very close to my community, and it was hurtful what we went through
Yep.
when that happened, and so I get you're the person that's like outside looking in, and I want to give you a more realization of what's really going on.
Yep.
Because I'm sure
I appreciate that, and I'd love to hear.
Yeah, and and I'm sure Aurora Police painted a bad picture on me, but and I can care less. And that's
By the
when
way, they haven't really beyond just reacting to the town hall. Really didn't talk much about anything beyond that.
I guess a lot of us are just really frustrated about what's going on, and things are just um it's just really a lack of accountability and transparency, and
Yep.
and that's what I have a real serious issue with them on that. Um, Vanessa, the former chief,
Yep.
did we agree on everything? No, we did not. But one thing I will say is that she was willing to be a listening ear, regardless. No matter how, and look, I cussed Vanessa out a lot of times. You can ask her. I did, but she listened, and she was still professional.
Yeah.
Because she understood that, okay, I'm in the position where I have to earn the trust of my community because of the position that we were put in the community. The community does not trust us. The community is hurting. I told Vanessa, I told the mayor, I told several council members, if we do not start the healing process and get this community together and come with better transparency, crime's going to rise because criminals know that, well, the community doesn't even trust the Aurora police.
Yeah.
So why would they call or help them solve any crimes in the particular area? And they use that to their advantage. And instead of trying to have community policing, I just feel like I really feel that the union runs the police. They enable their behavior, and it's getting people hurt. It's getting people hurt. But ever since me and MLH have been recording police in the neighborhood, it has gone down because we don't play that. We just don't. I don't play that. I will go to jail again if I need to protect a citizen. I will risk my life if that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry for interrupting. When you say it's gone down, what do you mean? It's gotten better?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I'm sorry. Are you talking about as far as when I've been?
Ever since you've been recording, it's gone down.
Yes, there hasn't been any there haven't been any Elijah McClain incidents. I'll tell you that.
Yep. Yep.
I will say that because they know that somebody is watching them, and they'll never know when I'm watching them. You know.
Well, I think it goes even beyond that because I'm watching them too.
Okay.
And, they do know that I'm watching them, and I have spent a tremendous amount of time reviewing body-worn camera video.
Okay.
Especially in the area of the administration of sedatives and the way that that cops are behaving in situations where mental illness is implicated. And by and large, they are doing a good job. They are not interfering in medical decisions, and I am pretty impressed with the way that they handle a lot of these situations. And yeah, it's one thing to see an incident or two that you're recording. It's another thing to be able to look at 10 or 20 of these. And I'd really love to be able to share some of these with you, so you see at least how some cops are trying to do the right thing in that particular vein. And we have to figure out how to be able to do that, how to be able to show the community that this is what is going on.
Well, okay.
And it's not always perfect, and I don't want to make it out as if it is. But by and large, I'm fairly impressed with how they're handling themselves, and how, I don't know how it was before Elijah McClain. I know obviously the Elijah McClain incident, and that what went down there, and that was terrible, to say the least. But I think with the new policies and new training and the consent decree, that they appear to have gotten it together. So, I mean, by and large.
So that,
and we're reviewing every incident in which there is an administration of a chemical sedative.
Okay. Well, I would have to disagree with you on one of those, and
yeah.
Not saying I'm disagreeing about what you see, because you see what you see, but
yeah.
Again, I'm gonna have to bring this incident up, but at the consent decree meeting, I don't think it's appropriate for the highest officer in the city to threaten a citizen, and that's what he did. He threatened my life, and I have a real issue with that.
Well, things clearly got heated. I'm not sure that I heard the threat that you're referring to.
When he, I mean, I don't think you were that close, but it's I mean, it's all over the internet.
It's when you walked out of the room to the other room?
No. It's actually when I think you were talking to somebody else. I don't think you were in the vicinity, but you weren't. I don't think you were close enough to hear, because he sort of whispered it, and I wanted to have a conversation with him, and he was like, I'm not talking to you.
Right.
And I'm like, well, I said, you don't have a fucking choice. That's my rebuttal. It's not right. You don't have a fucking choice not to talk to me, because if the Aurora Police Monitor, and like I said, we've had our tussle, but you never not listen to me or had a conversation with me, correct?
That's true.
You didn't be like, you know what, K-Dot, I can't speak to you anymore. I'm done. No, I mean, I don't want to speak for you.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, you're not speaking for me. That's absolutely true.
So
here we are speaking.
Right. And because I do believe we do want to get to a common goal, and that is transparency and safety for the community, for the citizens and police. I don't want anything to happen to the police either. You know, I said I am not anti-cop. I am pro accountability. And
pro accountability and pro or anti bad cop, I would assume, right?
Yeah, I'm very absolutely the worst enemy that a cop can have is a bad cop.
Yep.
Just being honest. But when
and good cops recognize that, by the way.
Right. But you know what? But sometimes I feel somewhat bad for them too, because they don't have sometimes they don't have a leeway or a funnel to go to maybe turn in the bad cop, because there's going to be retaliation, especially if it's from a higher ranking officer or somebody who has special connections to the enablization of the police union. So I think we need to speak about that, but let's get back to the chief. He clearly threatened my life, and I think I did you see the video? I think I sent it to you.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I texted you.
You did say that he threatened your life. Was the video included in that?
Correct. There is a link to the video. I would like you to check out the video. I would like you to check out that text message that I sent you. And I clearly okay.
I'm just going to the text message.
I might hold on. Let me see. Yep, I sent it to you August 11th. I sent it to you.
The YouTube.be/NT.
Yep.
Okay, I'll watch it. Yeah.
Please watch it. Okay. Because I don't want to put anything in your mouth or anything like that. But he clearly stated, and he whispered it so people wouldn't, or he spoke, not whispered it, but he spoke low so other people wouldn't hear it. And so when I reacted the way I did, when you watch that video, you'll understand, like, okay, now I understand why he went completely off. It wasn't just, because let's just be honest, man to man, you're going to have an issue with the person, another grown man, threatening your life. Am I correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. I don't think you would take that lightly.
It depends on the context, but generally, if you think that it's a serious threat, certainly not, right?
I'm sorry, say that again.
I say if you believe that it's a serious threat, then certainly you're not going to take it lightly.
Absolutely, I'm not. I mean, and after you watch the video,
nobody is.
No,
not just you.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah. But I know logically, because I'm very logical. I know logically, if I go up to another grown person and say I'm gonna threaten your life, I also have to know that there's consequences that come behind that. So either you're gonna have to do it, or you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, or you can't just go up to people, whether you be in a badge or not in the badge, and just threaten somebody, and especially at a consent decree meeting of all places.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be where you're supposed to be shining.
So here's what I would say about that. Things got heated at the meeting, right? And I'm sure some people said things that they regret. I know there are a couple of things I said that I regret. And
you didn't threaten anybody.
No, I didn't. I didn't threaten anybody. That's true. That's true.
I meant you have decorum,
and nor would I ever.
right?
But yeah, so I listen. I'll take a look and see. But I think here's the deal. I think you and I should have an open dialogue and continue talking. You're and you said it. You're passionate about this. You're a very, very smart guy. You get it. The only thing I would say is that the techniques that you're employing may not be the best to achieve the ends that you want to achieve. But you have to decide that for yourself.
Well, my answer to that again. We'll be nice when we get what we want. Simple as that. Because we played nice. We played nice for way too long. Way too long. People's lives has been lost. We've been playing nice. Elijah McClain was nice. He's no longer here. The young people that were assaulted by Aurora police were nice. They have scars on them, and pending litigation against the city of Aurora. I'm tired of being nice. When we get what we want, then I'll be nice. I'll have no problem to come to the table and we'll hash out a deal. I have no problem with that. But at the end of the day, being nice is not keeping us alive. I'm not, but I'm. Here's the thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just want to. There's something between what happened at the meeting and being nice that may be more productive.
I'm not going to be nice after somebody threatens my life. Yeah, with all due respect, Jeff.
I hear you. But what I'm saying is, I'm not asking you to be nice necessarily, and I don't want you to be nice. I think you're right.
I think you should want me to be authentic. Authentically.
That's what I want you to be authentic. I do want you to be authentic. I want you to express the hurt that you're feeling and to express your observations as to what is going on out there and whether it's good or bad. I just think that some of what happened that night really was counterproductive. And I'm not asking you to be nice. I'm just asking you not to be counterproductive to your own cause. And I think that.
What does that look like to you? You give me an example. Break that down. What does that look like? Because I like outcomes. I don't like fairy tales. I don't like fantasies. Give me.
I think expressing yourself in the way that you're doing now, listening and hearing and having a discourse and arguing and raising your voice if you're feeling that your voice needs to be raised. I think we can probably do without the profanity because that affects some people in a way that they just stop listening. My fear is, quite frankly, that some people who were at that meeting, community people, were turned off enough not to come back again and say this whole thing is too fucked up to be dealing with.
So my counter, my rebuttal on that, okay? Then that's why my rebuttal on that is that's why we're so behind. That's why we can't move forward as a community is because people are so stuck on my language, which I have a First Amendment right to do so, instead of actually getting to the core issue, and that is the misconduct of police in our community. So people are so worried about of me cussing or me using foul language. Didn't threaten anybody, didn't do anything illegal, but just simply because I was yelling and expressing my First Amendment right, which I'm allowed to do. Instead of that being said, instead of that being said, like Jeff, you could have been like, you know what? Yes, his language is foul and it's probably inappropriate, but he has a First Amendment right to do. No one said that. No one said that.
You said it. You said it.
No, but what I'm saying, but if you're supposed to be the leader of this thing, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you are. You are the leader of this whole organization to make sure that that could have been your moment to be like, you know what? You're absolutely right. The things that are coming out of his mouth, I may not like, you may not like, but he does have a First Amendment right to say. At least you would have been fair.
Yeah.
And
you're right. Maybe that's what I should have said. And as I said, I have some regrets about things I did say and some things I didn't say.
Okay.
But I mean, just contemplate what you just said, because I think we're saying the same thing. That it's a distraction that keeps us from dealing with the real issues.
I don't think it's a distraction.
Okay.
I think it's a disruption. That's what civil rights is. That's what being we're there to disrupt, because here's the thing. Colin Kaepernick did the same thing. He bent down and on one knee, and guess what? Everybody was focused on him being physically going down on one knee instead of the issue at hand. They were so upset. Oh my God, you're being a distraction. This is NFL. This is, we're supposed to. Yeah. This is not supposed to be political. It's funny how it's not supposed to be political, but when you have the military paying the NFL, we know the real reason. The military is paying the NFL for them to do the national anthem, and a lot of people don't know that, and that is actual facts. But we want to concentrate it. But he was disrupted. It's kind of like you're damn if you do, you're damn if you don't. Because if the conversation that me and you are having had them 1,000 times with local leaders, with city council people, with with the city manager, in one ear, out the other. So when you are consistently being ignored, and then your community bullied, and then another incident, like again, they're at it again. Somebody else got beat up by police in my neighborhood again. It's like, okay, well, we're sorry, we apologize, and then we kick you in the head yet again. It's literally that feeling. So how many times, and I get turn the other cheek, right? But I only have two cheeks.
Yeah. And I'm not asking you to turn the other cheek. I don't want you to turn the other cheek. And by the way, I, unlike those other people that you've been talking to, I think have the ability to not only listen, but to hear you and to try to get some change accomplished.
Yeah, and I had I guess there were some pastors there that didn't like my language. I'm supposed to be having a meeting with them, and I'll let them know too. I'll look either, and this is what I'm gonna tell, because another pastor of mine called me, I think maybe the next week or the next few days after the incident happened, and he was just like, hey, I have some of the pastors in the neighborhood, big pastors in the neighborhood, appreciated your message, but didn't appreciate how it was delivered. Yeah. And I was just like, we'll set up a meeting, and I'll tell them just like that. And here's the thing. No offense, but I'll tell them to quickly fuck off too. If they're in my way, fuck off. I'm gonna tell them just like that, pastor or not, man of God or not, fuck off. You're in the way. And I'd be damned if you're going to be in my way as far as me making sure that I hold these police accountable, that they stop abusing my neighborhood. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. We got to stop playing. Let's have real talk. Let's not fuck all this bullshit as far as the language. Okay, get over it. We're grown people. Get over it.
Yeah.
You know that I'm allowed to do it. I'm not doing anything illegal. Let's get to the point at hand. The point at hand is to make sure this community is healed and making sure that the police are required to do what they're supposed to do, and that's serve and protect the community.
Okay, listen, you have to decide the best way to achieve your goals. All I'm suggesting is that toning that down and concentrating more on the stuff that's happening and talking about that.
Sure.
May be more productive.
But I didn't do it the whole meeting. I did it. Did I not let you do most of your seminar?
Yes, you did. Absolutely, you did.
You got to give me that credit.
It was only when we started talking about Nestor that you got in my face about it. And I mentioned before that this is one of the things that I think we have to talk about and understand, and I want to try to get that understanding together, right?
Because
there are cops who are going to screw up, right? And the question is, how do we can't fire them all? Because the system doesn't work that way. So
exactly, the system, the culture. That's what I'm talking about here, Jeff. And what I'm saying is that on the system does not work in our favor. It's never worked in our favor, especially people of color. Let's be very clear. So when people say, "Oh my God, the system broke," no, it's not. It's operating exactly the same way it's supposed to. Let's be very clear. The very first police are slave catchers, not bobbies. They were slave catchers. Let's be very clear.
I get it 100%.
So
believe me,
let's not pretend. And not only that, there's case law that states that police are not legally here or lawfully required to protect anybody in the United States, and that is Gonzalez versus the city of Castle Rock. That's Supreme Court. That is case law.
But what does it mean?
It means that it means that exactly what I said. Police are not lawfully required to protect any citizen in the United States.
Okay, but let's assume that's true. I haven't read the case.
I would read it. I know it's a hard truth. It's a hard pill to swallow. It is. It broke my heart when I read it too. But I would encourage you to read that, and then you would understand. Like, oh crap.
Because what?
I mean, reality. Like crap. Like the police are not here. They're not lawfully. They don't have to protect us. They're not legally required. It is our, as American citizens, to protect ourselves.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have a reason to lie to you. I don't have time.
No, I'm not suggesting you're lying at all. I'm just trying to understand how that point fits into the overall.
It points in why there's qualified immunity, federally, not in the state of Colorado, right, but federally. There's qualified immunity. That's why police get away with so much stuff, because they can. They're not legally required to protect anybody. Now, policy-wise, they are. It's in their policy, but policy is not law. They can fire you, but they can also countersue for wrongful termination because they have case law on their side, because they can use Castle Rock versus Gonzalez. You wrongfully terminated me because I'm not required to protect anybody. I would encourage you to look up that law.
Yeah, no, I will. But in the meantime, while that remains the law, the question is, what are we going to do in Aurora about it? Right?
Well, I would. Okay, after you look at the video. Well, first of all, you need to deal with the chief of police. That's what you need to deal with. Look at the video. Analyze that, and you need to be investigating him as soon as possible, because if something were to happen to me, it's on video. If something were to happen to me, remember this conversation, Jeff. If something were to happen to me, if I'm dead in the alley somewhere or whatever, it was Aurora police who did it, because at the end of the day, he issued that idle threat of my life. So I want to be very clear. He needs to be investigated.
We can talk. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't do investigations.
Well, somebody needs to do something. I don't know. Okay. So, okay, if he threatens a citizen.
I'll look at it up. I'll look at it and let you know what I think.
I would hope so.
Should be done.
If I was in your position, I would not take that lightly at all. As far as a police chief of police threatening a citizen, absolutely, I would take that very seriously.
I assure you, I will take it seriously.
I appreciate that, Jeff.
But you know, he's here for another couple of months, right?
You said what?
He's only here for another couple.
Oh, I know. I know.
The real question is, who's going to be the next chief?
I don't know. That's.
Yeah, me either. I don't know it either. There's a selection process going on, but that chief's position relative to all the things that we've been talking about is going to be very important, right?
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I'm all about, moving forward. But here's the thing: like, this next police chief needs to be heavily involved in community and talking to community. That's what he needs to be doing. That's what he needs, and not for shit and giggles, not for kissing babies and the whole hugging grandmothers and all that type stuff. Not for photo ops. I'm talking about actually making sure that he is well trusted within the community and that he holds his officers accountable. The thing is, look, I understand there are bad apples in any industry. The issue that I have is that the other industries are holding them accountable. If a doctor is drunk operating on somebody, he's going to lose his license.
Yep. Listen, I'm with you 100% on accountability. 1,000%. I believe that accountability is really, really, really important. I believe that supervision is really, really, really important. I have this whole thing about enhanced supervision and making sure that when something little is seen, that you have to address the little things before they turn into big things.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be undertaking a program of that. And we will be looking at problem cops. So if you have the names of cops who you think are particularly problematic, I think we need to know. I think we also need to recognize that while there are bad cops, there are good cops who can do not great things or bad things.
Mm-hmm.
And the question is, how do you deal with those, right?
Wait, give me an example. Can you give me an example of that? Because I don't want to assume.
Well, yeah, You saw the Nestor tape, right?
I'm sorry, say that again.
The Nestor tape, the one we were talking about.
Yeah.
So I don't know what your impression was. My impression was that that cop was genuinely scared. What do you think?
I think that's full of shit. And not saying that you're full of shit, but I think that statement is full of shit. That officer should have been fired immediately. At least
because what?
And charged with a crime.
Because why though? He did what?
Police misconduct. If a human being were, if a regular citizen were to do that to another citizen, they'd be in jail. Just because you're an officer doesn't mean that you get. Matter of fact, your rights are actually restricting a little bit more, and you should be held to a higher standard. You can't do things like a regular citizen, like another private citizen, because you are a public servant. Because you took an oath to the Constitution.
But you do understand that officers have the right to protect themselves when they reasonably believe, that they are that they are in fear for their safety. Right? Reasonably believe that.
Where was the fear? I'm confused.
Where was the fear?
Yeah, where was the fear? For the officer.
The fear was, so now I'm not saying that this is right, because it wasn't right. It was bizarre from my point of view.
Okay.
But there was genuine fear there of the driver having some kind of weapon or reaching for some kind of weapon.
Did he have a weapon?
And no, he didn't.
Right. Let's take feeling out of it.
He wasn't in fear.
Okay, right? But let's take feelings out of it. Let's stick with facts. Facts is the driver never had a weapon. The driver never even threatened him. The driver never attacked him. So what is there to fear?
Well, that's why the fear isn't reasonable.
It's not. Right? So I'm gonna sit the. Okay.
But that doesn't mean he wasn't afraid, right?
If you're afraid, you need to quit immediately. You need to rely on your training. No, you need to rely on your training and
I agree with you.
Not your fear, like, because your fear and your ego is going to get you in trouble and somebody else hurt, or maybe even deceased. And that's the problem. That's the problem. And not only that, that's why we have complicit bias training. You know.
Yep, I agree with that as well. It is why we have implicit bias training. I agree with all that. Anyhow, listen, I think this is a longer philosophical question.
Okay.
But I hear what you're saying.
Because I can break it down for you, Jeff. You know I can. I'll break the video down from if I'm not mistaken, I think I did break a video breakdown on this. I might have. I'm not sure, but I know I showed it on my channel. And
I didn't see this either. But you're right. I think in terms of being extremely worried about that kind of behavior. And what we need to do is understand how many other cops like that are out there, and try to find them and try to remediate them so that they never act like that. And you're right that it is partially implicit bias training.
Mm-hmm.
It starts in picking the right people for the job, right?
Right.
Making sure that they are able to do and will be able to withstand the pressures that will be put upon them. So all of that is important.
Okay. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, just because you make a decision does not mean you get to determine the consequence. And in a lot of these cases, it's determined for them. It's just he's back on the street with the public. I don't know if I'm gonna ever have a run into him, and what, he has a bad night, he goes off on me, and I might be the victim, and I might not come back from it. Is what I'm saying.
Yep.
I get what you're saying. I understand. You know, you want to try to give the gray area thing, but if there's clearly there's several civil rights violations. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, not only that, and we talk about defunding the police. You know, there's people so upset about defunding police, but at the end of the day, they're defunding themselves with these damn lawsuits. And not only that, who has to pay for this? The taxpayers. We have to we have to pay for their fuck up. Not only do they not get in trouble for it, they get to go back into the police force, and it costs us money. We were asleep at home doing absolutely nothing to nobody, being good citizens, and we wake up with a lawsuit, and we didn't do anything.
Yep.
Matter of fact, and I will tell you this, Jeff, and I don't know if you know this, but I can send you the video. The night of this consent decree, there was a citizen and her daughter who was assaulted 2 hours after the consent decree meeting.
No, I didn't hear that. You mean
of course you didn't hear that. They're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you that. Why would they? Why?
But tell me who was assaulted where, by whom?
By Aurora police. It happened off of Mississippi. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Mississippi and Sable. Right near the 7-Eleven.
What happened? You know the details?
I know some of the details, but I can't wait till the body camera comes out. There was a traffic stop done with the young lady. I'm not sure exactly what the situation was between her and the officer, but the officer wanted her to get out of the car. She was afraid to get out of a car. I mean, I would understand. It's the Aurora police, for God's sake. I don't want to get killed, you know. And they were pretty much the mother went to go out there and record the situation because the daughter called her. And as the daughter, as she was recorded, she was tackled, and she also has bruises and everything on her arm. Ended up having to, and I believe the mother already had a disease that she's actually dealing with. So they actually reactivated that particular episode to where it caused her to be in the hospital yet again because of them. She was arrested and released because the reason why they didn't take her to jail was because she had a lot of medication. And so they just arrested her, gave her a citation, and released her. But there is video on it. But I'm sorry.
So here is what I'd like to do.
Okay.
If you can get me the details and send them to me.
I will.
As much as you. The time of day is particularly important, and if you have names of the officers who were involved, I'd like to pull it and look at it.
It was I'm sorry, she had MS. The mother had MS.
To the extent that they feel that there was misconduct, obviously they should file a complaint, and we'll get into the ordinary course of business that way.
Sure.
But this is really the kind of stuff that you can be tremendously helpful with, I think.
I would love to, Jeff, I would love to be helpful, but you don't know how many times I've had this conversation with other people, and absolutely nothing has been done about it. I would go, I would do everything that I'm supposed to do, and it literally shit has not happened.
Well, I can't promise that we're going to see it in the same way, and I can't promise even if we do see it in the same way that something will necessarily be done in the first instance about it.
Okay.
But what I can promise is if I see it one way and it's the same way that you see it, and nothing is done, that I will be heard on it. I mean, yeah.
And this is, and I'm gonna be honest with you. This is where I get frustrated. I'm gonna just be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, okay, well, I can't promise anything. Well, so what? Why are we having this conversation?
Well, what can I mean, I'm being honest with you.
I get it. I get it, but it's just like what I meant. You got to see it from where I'm coming from.
Feel, right? Yeah, I know. I hear it.
Because I'm pretty sure you would be upset if your wife was tackled by the police, or your daughter was assaulted by the police, and not only that, they did grab on her vaginal area as well. I mean, these guys were completely inappropriate. I will give you. This is what I will do.
Because I will take a deal out of it. And by the way, I don't know if you know this or not, but I made a deal out of the Nestor case, right?
I'm sorry, say that.
I put the Nestor case in our report, right?
What domestic? What are you talking about?
I'm sorry?
What are you talking about? What did you put in the report?
I had a whole section on that case with.
Are you talking about the body cam? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter because the guy's still on the floors. What's that? I mean, that's great. That is documented. Great, documented. Yay! But he's still with the general public.
Yes.
So how's that solve anything? For him, he's soft. He got his job. He gets to walk around public. He gets to still have a gun. He still has to have a badge. He still has arresting powers. And what do the citizens get?
Here's how I think it helps things. And that is, number one, it lets everybody know that we're watching. Two is, it lets the department know that we, the monitor team, is taking this seriously, and therefore they have to take it seriously.
But what is it telling? Okay, but you're also telling the citizens, you're just watching, but you're not acting, and we need you to act. We're tired of watching. We're tired of. Okay, I'm watching too, but there's no action. There's no actionable items.
Here is the action that I can take.
Okay.
I can write about it.
Okay.
I can hold in non-compliance. I can refer things to the district attorney or to the attorney general.
Did you do that?
I have the power. I'm sorry?
Did you do that?
It had already been referred to the district attorneys.
And the district attorney did what? Nothing, right?
Yeah. I mean, I can't.
You see what I'm saying, Jeff? Nothing. Yeah, Nothing was done.
But these things happen in increments. I understand how much you would like it all to happen in one fell swoop, and how frustrating it is for it not to happen that way, and how painful it is to those who are affected by it not happening that way.
But the investigation is over, correct?
The investigation, I think it's over, yes.
Right. So what are we talking about? Nothing was done. Well,
we're talking about, again, the increment of putting people on notice that we are really watching this.
Or it could be sending a signal that We just enabled your behavior.
I don't. That is not the feedback that I've got.
Well, okay. Well, I'm telling you right now, and the citizens, all the citizens, were upset about that situation. You're not going to sit here and deny that.
They were upset about that particular.
Absolutely.
Case. Yeah, of course they were.
Right. So those are the people that matter. It's not the damn police union or the police or whatever. I mean, he basically got a slap on the wrist. Don't do that next time, okay? Just just try not to, because you might accidentally kill somebody. It's a slap to the face. Because look, I don't want to be fucking. I don't like paying taxes. I don't like it, and I like having my resources being reinvested in something to where it benefits me and the community in a generalization scale. And this didn't benefit it. Only person that was benefited out of this was the actual police officer. He got a slap on the wrist. He got a little counseling, a little training, and then out back on the streets. He's not even like in the damn uniform room. I'd rather him be in a uniform room, not dealing with the public, than him putting him back on the streets. That's absolutely asinine. That's ridiculous.
I hear you, and we're watching him closely as well. But I hear you. I hear you.
But here's the thing. I know you'll never do this, but I bet you if you did one cop watch with
you mean? So not with you, a ride along.
With me?
Is that what you're saying? One cop watch?
I would encourage you to do one cop watch with me, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm dead serious, Jeff. I'm dead serious. I don't talk out of my ass. I'm dead ass serious.
I'm doing a lot of cop watching through the body worn.
That's not good enough. You're not on the streets.
Well, but in some ways,
no. That's like being a broadcaster. Actually go out on the street, actually have interaction, and I promise you will have a different eye opener. I guarantee you. I challenge you that, and you know what? In your position, you should never be comfortable. You should never ever be comfortable, because comfortability begins complacency, and you should be outside of your comfort zone. You know what? I should go out on case. Maybe not even me. Let me just do my own cop watch. Let me just happily just see a traffic stop. Let me record it. And let me see what because then you'll get a genuine. That's something that you can notate. That's something like, well, I observed, and you can actually say, yo, I was out there on the street, and this is what I'm getting back. You're getting it all, not just from the body cam, because you could turn on and turn off the body cam. I mean, see what happened in Denver, Colorado police. The guy who the three officers who shot into an open crowd turned on the body cam after the shit happened.
Yeah. By the way, Aurora has been pretty good in the activation of body cams.
I meant fucking Denver police is. I mean, hell, you should probably be hired for them next. So I'm just expect the phone call, Jeff. They might need your assistance over there next.
I have my hands full.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Jeff. I wouldn't be saying, hey, Jeff, we might need some help over here, because I mean, shit, we got cops over here acting like Rambo, shooting in a crowd full of people. That's kind of reckless. But what I'm saying, I dare you. I dare you to go on a cop watch with me. Do a real ride along. A real ride along where they don't create the narrative. It's actually a genuine experience. I encourage you.
I'm going to do it with you. I just
if you know what? If you do that with me, my respect level would go through the roof for you.
We'll do it.
And you have my word. You have my word. If you ever did a cop watch with me, my respect level would go through the roof.
Okay, we're going to do it.
Okay.
Don't necessarily be this time. Maybe November.
Okay, that's fine. We could do that. We could schedule it, and no problem.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. That actually makes me feel a lot better about you. Just from you saying that. And I will be totally 100% honest with you. That makes me like, whoa, he's serious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, I'm trying to take this whole position as seriously as I possibly can.
Okay.
Understanding what needs to be done.
Okay.
But let me ask you something about crime.
Yes. Go ahead.
Do you have ideas on crime too?
You said what now?
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry. You broke out or you cut off. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I said, do you have ideas on crime fighting as well?
Well, police are not crime fighters. They respond to crime. There's a difference.
Yeah.
I do have issues with crime. Lack of resources. If you check our budget, who's most of the budget go to? Police.
Yeah.
We have to look at that. We have to be realistic about that. It goes to our military and our police, and we get the crumbs. So when we have to look at mental health. We have to look at environmental situations. We have to look at certain things. Are they crimes? Because I'll give you an example. Minneapolis and Philadelphia are no longer doing petty traffic stops anymore.
Yeah.
They're not stopping people for license plates. They're not stopping people for cracked windshields or something hanging out of their window or anything like that. Just stop doing it because it's a negative interaction with the because we have to go back to if there is a victim, then there is a crime. Not stopping at a stoplight is a traffic infraction. It's not a crime. If nobody gets hurt, I'm not encouraging it by any means. I want to be very clear. Not encouraging it. I want everybody to drive safe. But what I'm saying is that if you actually see somebody do it, obviously stop them for that. Or if they're speeding or if they're drinking and driving, sure. I'm all for that. I am all for that. But there is a thing called fishing expeditions, trying to fish for something.
Yeah.
Just simply stopping for a tail light and they're asking, oh, is there any weapons in the car? Well, wait, how the fuck do we get? Yeah. How do we get to that?
Called pretextual stops, right?
Yeah, like that. How do we get to that? Wait a minute. What?
It used to be a primary method by which crime fighting was thought to be accomplished, and it accomplished really nothing.
And I want to be clear. I used to be in law enforcement. That's why I can speak on both sides.
Is that right?
Yes, I used to work for Adams County Community Corrections, Adams County.
Really?
Yes. I can speak, and I left because I had integrity. I seen too much. I seen way too much. And I'm like, if I am not a part of the solution, then I'm obviously part of the problem. And so I can speak on both sides. I know what I'm talking about. That's why before I even picked up a camera and started filming, I studied. I was studying faithfully, religiously in the law library. That's why I know my statutes. That's why I know my my laws. That's why I know my amendments. That's why I don't when cops try to cops blame me. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. You're I know the method. I was trained on it. I'm an expert at it. I was also trained in investigations. I can simply tell when somebody's lying to me in just simple writings. You know that we got a scale for it. We were taught that in criminal justice. I know when a child has been through traumatic trauma. Usually children write big. If they write, if you see their writing, gradually transform the next week into small writing, something traumatic happened to that child.
Yeah.
I was taught all this. I know when somebody's being genuine, and I know when they're full of shit. I was trained in investigation. I'm an expert at it.
It's a good skill.
It's a big skill, absolutely.
So listen, it's getting late here, and
I appreciate this conversation, by the way.
And so do I. And I meant what I said about doing the ride along. We'll do that.
Okay.
But what I want to do is keep this line open, right? And
okay.
If there are incidents that you hear of, and if you can get me that one on the night of the town hall, that would be great.
Okay. It's in your text message.
If you can keep your ear to the ground,
I will.
As to whether or not things are getting better, and
okay.
I want.
I'm fair. I'm very fair. There are a few officers in the Aurora PD that I do hold dear to my heart, and there's an officer K McKinley, K McManley. He works at the Aurora Mall. Great gentleman. He does stuff for the kids. Officer Mars. He's also a community. I forgot what title that is, but he's involved with the community heavily. He's with the kids. Great gentleman.
PAR officer, is that it? PAR?
I'm sorry?
Is it the PAR officer? PAR?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so. I'm fair. I'm very fair. But if you screw up, I'm gonna call you on your shit. Simple as that. I keep documentations. I don't have. There's too many lives at risk right now to waste your time. Because I know you have a lot of stuff to do, and I know you have a lot on your plate, and I'm not diminishing that at all. I just want to get to the key factor, and then that making sure everybody's safe. I want Aurora police to be safe. I don't want them to be endangering there. And here's another thing, Jeff. Here's another thing. When I'm out there, it's in their benefit as well. Because what if a criminal just, or somebody happened to go off and attack the police? I got footage of it. That's evidence. I'm not going to withhold that footage. It's out there. So it works in their benefit as well. All I'm asking them to do is just, look, you never have to worry about your job if you're doing your job right. Simple as that.
That's exactly right. You should be, when you're recording, a complete non-entity.
Right. If I was being recorded, I'd be like, "Hi, my name is Officer such and such, badge number 352. Here's my card. If you guys need anything, please let me know." And go on about my business and let them record. Boom, easy, no issues.
100. Yeah.
No issues at all.
100% right. So, what I'd like to do is look at that incident, and I'd like to keep these lines of communication open.
Okay.
I'd like to think about how it is that we can meaningfully measure improvement.
Okay.
Because it's a difficult thing to really measure. I mean, we have anecdotal evidence, and
Okay.
one anecdote can skew it all, right? So we just have to figure out how we're going to do that.
Okay.
Okay, bud?
All right, and I appreciate the conversation, Jeff, and I appreciate you.
That's who I am going to watch that video now.
Okay, and let me know what you think.
I will.
All right, and I appreciate you conversating. And when's the next meeting posted, or do you have that date at all, or no?
It will be in November, so
okay.
They will happen in the first year every 3 months.
Okay.
Okay, bud.
All right.
Take care.
Appreciate the conversation. Thanks.
Take care, Kevin.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, guys. MLH, if you're still watching, why don't you come up? You have the link. Just come up on panel here if you can. All right.
Hopefully, you guys will be able to hear everything.
What do you think? What's your thoughts?
Okay, there's a lot of good and bad that went on in there.
I can't hear you. I don't know what's going on.
Oh shit!
Oh wait. Hang on. All right, there you go. There you go. I am.
Oh, that's good, man. Okay, so
did you hear the conversation though?
We heard the whole thing. Everybody in my chat was lighting it up.
And if you guys are here, please like the channel, please. I appreciate it.
Yes, both channels, please. Fabian G has been doing a great job on my side of things to remind everybody to hit that like button. Likes help both our streams here. K-Dot, I appreciate him saying that he wants to go on a ride along, but my gut feeling tells me he's going to let everybody know he's going to go on a ride along with you. The thing about it is maybe.
Are you talking about the department? He's going to let the department know?
I'm pretty sure he talks with them all the time.
Good analysis.
Okay. You know, to think that he's not going to tip them off, but it still might work in your favor because they can't help themselves from making mistake after goddamn mistake. So this will be a good thing if he does it. Hold him to his word. We're obviously going to do that. Most likely it's going to be both of us plus him on the cop watch.
Yeah. Of course you're going to be there.
I'm hoping he's not going to wear a suit and tie. Because that would ruin the whole escapade, I guess.
Well, it is. It's probably going to be a little colder. I would hope he's going to need a bundle up for that one.
Right, November will be a little cold here in Aurora, but he was very slippery, K-Dot. But I like how you slipped with him and then brought things back to the center a bit.
Yeah.
But he's a very slick politician, K-Dot, because he's writing a fine line. You know what I mean? I wish that I could have talked on the conversation, K-Dot, because he said something very interesting towards the beginning that he regretted saying some things. I'm wondering what he regretted saying, because I think one of the things that he probably regretted saying, that now that he's talking to you one-on-one, I'm pretty sure that he felt bad about I'm pretty sure he felt bad about telling you he doesn't work for the people,
Mm-hmm.
or you,
Yeah.
because and he kept on referring to the courts. Shut up, Ellie. I see Ellie in your chat. How dare you leave my chat for Kate on Ellie? You're a cheater. You're a cheater. Um, I just think that Ellie made some great observations. I'm going to go back in my chat, and he just wants to take credit because of what he's doing. Oh my God. He did not just say they are doing a good job, did he? Yes, he did. And I was
Yeah.
screaming in my own head, K Dot, because you brought it up later on in the convo. He's not out there and sees what we see when we go do what we do,
Yeah,
right?
that's why I had to break it down as a broadcaster. Yeah, they're reporting the news, but they're not actually out there as the reporter in the grime, down and dirty, you know, getting the news filtered to the broadcaster. You're in the
Right,
position of the broadcaster. You're not actually in the streets like I am.
right. Diesel makes a great point. Now he can't back out of that cop watch, K Dot. And what I would suggest is going out on a Friday or Saturday night,
Yeah,
because that's going to be perfect.
Colfax.
Right on Colfax, East
Hat on
Colfax. I mean,
Colfax.
I'll be there. Um,
Mississippi, Mississippi and Sable. Oh man, they're
uh,
hangout spots.
Galena. I mean, I can go down the road, man. Havana. Actually, yeah, no, Havana's still Aurora. But look, um, for everybody that's listening on my channel and K Dots, you all go back and forth to both of our channels. We love you
Yep.
all.
Hmm.
Um, I've been inactive because I've had some just nagging car issues and some other life stuff. Getting ready to go to Las Vegas next month. Uh,
Woohoo!
but I'm gonna be back out in force, K Dot. I'm tired of sitting on the sidelines. I
I
mean,
know.
I get itchy, man. A couple days, and I want to, I mean, if it was up to me, K Dot, you know me, I'd be out there every single day, and I was doing that for a while, But I had
Uh huh.
a good group of friends, including yourself
Uh
and
huh.
Ellie and a bunch of other people that were telling me if you keep doing that, you're going to burn yourself out. You're going to be no use to anybody. So I've been
Right.
kind of taking that advice, sort of. I still,
Yeah, kind
I,
of.
I still do stuff like I'm not on camera and all that, but I think this is going to be really important in November. My eyes lit up when he said that he would actually do that with you,
Yeah.
Kate. And if it has to be just you and him, it has to be just you and him. Um, you know, um, yeah, Kate, you could tell he didn't do his homework on you. He was shocked when you told him that you were a corrections officer. That's exactly.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Unindoctrinated. I mean, Mexican long hair on YouTube. If somebody wants to drop the link, Ellie, right away. Ellie's on it, man. Ellie's the best. Um, Along with all my mods, they're awesome. But Canada, I see you. But these are the things that he doesn't realize. Every time that you and I got made fun of on a troll channel, and you know what I'm talking about because I was saying the same things that you're saying, that we're risking our lives every time we do this. It's not hyperbole to say that either one of us could not be here the next day after doing one of these cop watches. I mean, if they're willing to put hands on us like the Denver cops did,
Yeah.
uh, uh, and I'm glad you brought up Denver, KDOT, because they're just as out of control
Oh yeah.
as the Aurora cops are.
Hmm.
Um, Aurora hasn't gotten any better. And I think he
No.
has this rosy vision of what they are telling him and what the people around him are telling him. Um, it's It sucks. Yes, Ellie, all the mods are great. Every single one of my mods, Canada, Strange and Unusual, you know who you all are, Gen Wow. I mean, I've got a litany of just a who's who of great mods, but it's it's very real when you're on the streets and you get pushed around by a cop and told that you're going to be arrested for doing nothing wrong. It's the reason why when we were on that one KDOT that we both pointed out that that officer would that escalated things was going to get somebody killed, and he could have easily got one of us killed that night. As a matter of fact, those were the same officers that pulled their guns and shot into a crowd. You brought that up too. So I just I don't know, man. Like I just I think ex correction officers are the best kind. Blue Unicorn says. Um, Gimmickless. Thank you for being in there, um, Michelle. This independent monitor has no clue. Actually, I think he does have a clue because he's also a former officer.
Yeah, yes.
K dot. So he knows exactly the cops planning and the investigation stuff that you brought up, that you were an expert at it, and
I
all
even
those.
broke down. Like I even broke down the scale. When I brought up the scale, he knew exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah, yeah. Gimmickless asks, has anything else come out about the shooting? Well, I don't know if you knew this, Gimmickless, but K dot and I, um, we both talked to lawyers about that case. So if that gives you any any clue that our video is kind of important to that case. And if you want to check out my video and KDOT's video, feel free to do so. I'm sure you guys have already seen, um, you know, seen those videos. If not, check them out. They're mine is entitled. It has a thumbnail of Officer Ramos. I put Tyrant Officer Ramos, I think, on mine. K. I think you said uh, Denver police officers assault me and MLH.
I think I
So
did
you guys
something
check
like
out
that.
those videos. Um, the cameras don't lie.
Yeah.
I will brag a little bit here, K dot, and say that my video footage is slightly better than
Oh
yours,
yeah. Way better.
quality wise.
Way
Um,
better. Oh, because he
um,
has an iPhone. Yeah.
yes, but this is
Team Android.
right. But this is the uh, same night that those same cops that were on that stop, three of them that I recognized, shot into a crowd.
Yep.
So K Dot and I were not talking out of our ass when we said that this guy's going to get somebody killed.
Yeah.
It literally almost happened that night. So, and you know what? Aurora works in conjunction with Denver on the border there on Colfax, and
Uh-huh.
along the edges there, they kind of share, you know, knowledge and whatnot. And they're,
Yep.
it's one big blue line gang of a bunch of a holes. So it's not out of the realm that Aurora is just as bad, if not worse, and it's been proven. Elijah McClain got killed because of their stupidity and
Yep.
actions. Kyle Vincent was battered badly. If you guys have seen that video, Aurora Transparency daughter was roughed up, and Aurora herself was roughed up. I did see that the Payson is retiring in
Hell
Denver,
yeah.
which is
Hell
great
yeah.
news. He's a tyrant of the highest order. Um,
Fuck that dude.
he's a real piece of shit, man.
Hopefully we can take
And
that dumbass sign down.
take all those signs down in all
Yeah.
those lobbies. I mean, we've been advocating for that. I mean, those signs mean nothing, Kate. How many times have we been in District 4's lobby, District 5? District 5 won't let us in because they just don't let anybody in for whatever reason. Um, District 6, but anyways, we're talking about Aurora. And honestly, I think you did a fantastic job in that conversation. I think there were a couple of moments where Jeff just wasn't seeing the whole point of the matter,
Yeah.
and you know, Um, I don't know. Yes, I did. Canada. Canada in my chat says MLH just camera shame the amazing K dot. I sure did, man. One day I'm going to get a good camera, Canada. I promise. But
that should be. I'm gonna tell you right now. I want everybody, and I mean everybody, to be in that chat when we are cop watching with the Aurora Police Monitor.
oh,
I
this is
I want everybody there. Ellie, your ass definitely better be there. You definitely don't want to miss this shit.
Canada.
'Cause we
You better
we
be
gonna
there.
take.
Uh, Everybody. I agree. We're both going to be live. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
I mean, we could make it a rivalry thing, man. I mean, we could say, the most people in each chat, and you already have a leg up on me, Kata. You have more subs, so but I'm willing to put up the
Doesn't
MLH
mean that I'll get
monsters.
more views. You might get more views. I don't know.
That's true. That's true. It depends on the camera quality, which
Yeah.
I'm not, I'm not sabotaging
Wait a minute.
K stream, but my
Are you
camera is
encouraging
so
me
much
to
better.
get in another phone or something? Is that what
My
you're trying to
camera
do?
is no. Keep the
I
one
think
that you
that's what
got,
you're.
Kata. You keep the one that you got. My camera is so much better, y'all. I mean, just come to my stream, and you will have a viewing experience for the ages.
Aurora, you should be on that too. Why not? Let's make
Yeah,
it as.
we'll bring Aurora on over so Jeff can get a good taste of how Aurora handles
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
Man. I mean,
right. And,
yeah.
and and here's the thing. Here's the thing. We will continue doing what we do. We will only mirror. If a police officer's nice to us, we'll be nice to them, like we have been.
Yeah.
If they want to act like an axe, oh, it's showtime.
Well, see, this is what I always tell people, K dot. Like 9 times out of 10, and I say 9 times out of 10 because there's exceptions to the rule, but 9 times out of 10, I won't be the first one to talk, right?
Yeah,
Now there are those certain officers like Officer Nick Groves in Denver, who's just a worthless fucking piece of shit on the quote unquote homeless outreach team or the hot team, who's about as
yeah,
worthless as a can of dirt. Um, there's those officers that from being out there, K dot, that aren't
yeah,
worth even bothering being nice to because you know who they are. Like if I ever run into the cop that threw his card at you, K dot, while I was watching,
yeah,
I'm gonna give him something. I'm gonna give him hell because that is no way to treat anybody. And I felt that was um, borderline kind of a racial thing, even though I can't really prove it.
yeah,
I mean, either that or it's just a anti cop watcher thing, the way that he treated you. But I took exception to that even worse than when we were that day. It's the same day that we were assaulted. That happened, if you remember, K dot. So, yeah, I just I don't know.
yeah.
Uh,
And and the thing is with I'm not gonna lie. Like I am surprised that he even initiated saying that I'll go with you. I'm like, no fucking way.
I believe it
No,
when I
no
see it,
fucking way.
K dot.
I believe it when I see it too, but just him actually saying it because I didn't even expect him to say it. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, hopefully we'll have a great deal of what we actually do. Great respect and admiration. Like these guys are out there really. These guys need to be in your. Uh,
I wanted to scream at the top of my lungs when he was talking about the language, Kadon. And it's the same thing that black guy at the
yeah,
event was trying to tell you. It's like
yeah,
I kept on thinking to myself, I've had this conversation with you, Kadon, and I said, well, maybe we need to, but you're absolutely correct. I mean, it's enough is enough. You know what I mean? I mean,
yeah,
Regan Benson feels the same way. I talked to her about the same thing. Like, are they really going to listen if you talk in that manner, with the language?
Yeah.
And both you and her, pointed out to me that basically, in essence, it's the squeaky wheel gets the grease, right?
Right.
If you're not going to be willing to have those conversations in that manner, regardless if you're religious or not. I know there's a lot of religious people in chat that may or may not agree with the language, but the point is the same. The First Amendment doesn't say, oh well, if you're religious you can't say
Hmm.
f this and hell and damn and shit and everything else, right? I
I
mean,
mean,
this.
hell, he didn't even know about the case law as far
Yeah,
as
yeah, he's very
yeah.
ignorant. I think it's been a long time since he's been a cop.
Oh yes, I think
K-Dot.
yeah, yeah,
So,
for sure.
and plus most cops don't know anything about law anyways. I mean, you and I have proven that time and time again. They don't know the law, right?
No.
But on the flip side, they have the law on their side when it comes to the heat of the moment. So either one of us could have been arrested that night. And I almost expected it, K Dot,
Okay.
when we
Yeah.
were, you know, when we were simply recording. It's just it's mind-boggling to me that they don't want somebody to record them for transparency purposes.
Yeah.
Their body cams are junk, and they can edit that at any time, and they've done it time and time again. I when I got my body cam footage back from the incident that we were at, K Dot, which by the way you never got, and you should bring that up to him too. I was surprised you didn't.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Maybe next time you can bring it up to
Yeah.
him.
What's the
But
question, Ellie?
uh, but
Yeah.
um, the problem was when I got that footage, I got less than half of what
Right.
I asked for, right?
Yeah.
And also it was heavily edited. I mean,
Mm.
I got the sergeant at the station and not on the stop. There was no body cam of the sergeant on the stop. So what good was the body cam footage? Of course, when I talked to a lawyer about it, the lawyer was like, "I don't see anything wrong with this footage." And I had to agree with them. I'm like, I
Yeah.
agree, but that's because you only see half of the body cam. You're not seeing the full story. Hey, Gina Morris, thank you so much. I really really appreciate you. She gave me a super chat in my chat, and I'm paying attention to both chats, y'all. So just to let you know, um, I really appreciate that. That means a lot, Gina. So I really appreciate it. Um, go ahead, and Ellie just asked you a question, K Dot, in your chat.
Okay. What was it? Can you request which officer you get to do the ride along with? I don't think they should pick. I want you to pick one with the attitude on it. No, no, no,
No, no,
no,
Ellie.
no, 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 no. We're not doing a ride along with an officer. He's coming on a ride along of cop watching.
Yes, yes.
We're not doing
That's
that shit.
see.
Yeah, he will be accompanying us. Uh, watching cops.
Yes, I think if he doesn't tip off the cops to it, his eyes are going to be kind of open. You know what I mean? Like if he does not
Yeah.
tip them off, because I tell you what, K Dot, if he
Uh-huh.
tips them off, we'll know right away because the traffic stop will go perfect. We'll get up and close and personal. They won't say anything, um, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that he does not tip them off, but I still think there's a chance that it could go our way, even if he does tip them off, because
Right.
they simply cannot help themselves. Their egos are so big, K Dot, that they cannot help themselves from fucking up. They
Yeah.
can't help it. And it's going to be really interesting. You guys are not going to want to miss that.
You're not
If it
gonna
ends up
want.
just being you and him, K Dot, I
No,
will be,
we no
you
shit.
know,
I
I mean,
I what I say goes.
no,
So
I understand. I get it. But hey, if he's unagreeable to me being there, I mean I would rather.
I don't think he will. Hell, I cussed him out. I think you guys had more of a. Uh, I think you had more of a actual conversation than me and him at the. I was just cussing his ass out. You actually had a pretty good dialogue with him. Um,
Well, most of my dialogue with him was defending your stance on the language, and I don't
right.
understand that. Like the black guy that was there too, I took exception to him. I'm like, no, K Dot's doing the exact right. I'm not a big fan of what is his name? K Dot, the senator that I should know this. It's on the tip of my tongue. I forget everything, but good trouble. John Lewis, right?
John Lewis, yes, yes.
Okay, that's right. K Dot is the epitome, and I think I can put myself firmly in this as well. K Dot, we're
Hmm.
firmly in the good trouble camp
Right.
because we seem to get ourselves in a little bit of trouble at times, but that's the only way that we can show people that things are bad. I know that there's a
Yeah.
ton of bootlickers out there. There's a ton of people that view cops as heroes. I'm not saying those people are bootlickers, but they have this perception of the police that all police are righteous and they want to do the right thing and they always do the right things. It's the citizens that make the problems and all this, right? Which
Right.
I'm not disagreeing that there's a lot of citizens that cause issues, right? That's not in disagreement. That there is crime, and that's another point that he brought up is
And I
crime.
th- and I simply broke that down to him. And I'm not oblivious to that there's crime, but you got to understand the why aspect.
Right, right,
Why is it? And I broke that down to him, and he was just like, "Ah, okay."
yeah,
And he probably thought, I was just gonna be like, "Oh, well, the innocents, the citizens are innocent, and all this." I'm not oblivious to the fact, but you have to understand why.
yeah,
Everybody has a story.
yeah, yeah,
Everybody has a fucked up story.
yeah. It's just
Um, you know,
Fabian G says trust no piggy. I'm inclined. I hate the word pigs, guys. I really wish that we could change that to cockroach, because pigs are cute. Pigs can be taught. Cockroaches are just icky and nobody likes them, right? I like the term cockroaches because I think it's really apt.
yeah,
There was a point in time when we were talking about, like, somebody, I think it was Sasquatch, that was talking about the bad apple, the good
right,
apples, bad apples, right?
right.
uh, I I used to think that it was about a 50-50 ratio back in the day, way back in the day, KDOT. But
Shit was
as
probably worse.
I gained, oh, it's way worse, KDOT. My feeling is it's about 90 to 95% that are just rotten to the core.
Yeah,
Let's say 90%. 5% are brand new and want to do great and all this. And the other 5% are technically good, but they stand around and they do nothing when others do bad. So that
yeah,
that in turn makes them bad. So to me, it's like 95% they're all worthless, and the
yeah,
5%, that are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed going in, are just bound to be corrupted themselves.
right,
So how many times
right.
have we seen it, KDOT? Like
A
even if
lot.
it's just a shitty, and I know this is anecdotal evidence, just you and I going out there with two cameras, but when almost every interaction there's something shitty that goes on, then that there's a problem. There's a problem, you know? So it just yeah, from Animal Farm, I understand that, Blue Unicorn. I think cockroach is way, way more apt for them, because when you look at a cockroach, anybody that looks at a common, I'm not talking about those hissing cockroaches or the good ones, so to speak. I'm
They
talking
have
about,
hissing cockroaches.
oh yeah, haven't you ever
Oh
seen them,
shit!
man? They're huge and
No
they're kind
shit.
of scary looking, but actually those are
All of them are
purified.
scary.
Uh, but honestly, Uh, it's all about the common ones that everybody finds very icky and germy and gross,
Yeah,
right?
they carry
So
diseases. Yeah,
it's just one of those things, man. I
I hear
just
you.
I I would much rather, because it just in some people's eyes, pigs are, you know, endearing.
Yeah,
you know, so there's nothing endearing about what we see. I wish it was the opposite, K Dot. I wish that we would go out there, all of a sudden things would change overnight, and you and I would go out there, and somebody would be pulled over, whether it be a black person, white person, brown, it doesn't matter, and they come up to us and say, "Hey guys, how's it going? Feel free to, you know, come on around and videotape anything that you want. Just, kind of,
yeah,
just stay out of our way. I mean, we're on a traffic stop. This is what the traffic stop is for, because it's public knowledge, and I know you have the right to know." Uh, you know, I wished it was like that. I have yet to be on one
right.
where everything, and this is literal, guys. You guys can look at all my videos. I think maybe one time I asked an officer what was going on, and he was very forthright. Other than that, like 99% of my cop watches have been, tight lipped. They don't want to say anything. They don't tell you anything. They're rough. They're gruff. They don't care. They hate you. They want you out of there. You know. Well, Ellie, it's still apt, right? They've survived. They've survived everything. That's just the way it is. So I don't have a problem with your language, K Dot. I know we talked about it, but it's
Yeah,
more a reconciliation of my feelings of things, more because you heard me several times, K Dot,
yeah,
out there saying what I say, and it
right.
is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
It's
What's
just
up, Toe?
What up,
what's up, Topher?
yo?
What's going
What
on,
No,
man?
I hear
up,
you.
man?
Yeah.
I'm being a panel whore. I just figure I'd come up here and just be like, "What up?"
Yeah, we
You're a
just
horse.
got done speaking with the Aurora Police Monitor
Yeah.
um, on his. I guess he didn't see, and that's why I had to. You know, he's
This
like,
is
he's that
another.
person. Remember, he said he never got the text, and I'm just like, no,
Here,
you got it. I said August
here,
11th, and he's, oh
this
yeah,
is
yeah, you did.
this is another problem with him,
Yeah,
K Dot. This particular um, monitor never gets your text, never gets your emails, none of that,
yeah,
and that's an ongoing issue.
yeah,
Um, this is a problem with him. He either forgets or conveniently forgets, or he's in complete denial, and that's the problem. You see
Oh,
what I'm saying? So that's got to change. That
treat
yeah.
me treat me as an idiot, but what is this person's job?
So you know that Aurora
it's
Police
not hard
are.
for me to do, Topher.
It's
I know. I mean,
you know that Aurora Police is under consent decree. He is the monitor. He is the person who has authority over the police as far as holding them accountable, making sure that they make sure they write the consent decree, and then not only or adhere to the consent decree, but also from the consent decree that they adhere that into their own policy. So
okay.
he's there
Yeah.
for 5 years to basically, I guess in a way I guess us, but not really us,
Is he a
because
civilian or is he someone that they
he is
handpick?
a private citizen. Yes, he owns his own company, and he was hired by the courts to monitor Aurora Police.
And that's the other problem that I have with the guy. Like when you were pointing out to him that he works for us, in essence, he does. I know he kept on saying, "No, I work for the courts, not you, not you." Well, the courts are supposed to work for us, therefore you work for us. You know what I mean? I mean that's
Hmm. Right.
that's the whole kit and caboodle. And I think that's what he was meaning by say, like he was saying that he regretted saying some things. I think he
Yeah.
really, but if I was I was on the call, but if I was really on the call, I would have asked him that. I would have said, Well, what do you regret? I'm genuinely curious what you regret, because I know KDOT didn't regret a damn thing he said in that meeting, and he shouldn't have. You know what I
Oh,
mean? And I didn't regret anything I said to Jeff or the piece of shit fucking temporary what's his name, the chief Oates,
right.
who is older than dirt. He should there's and then what he said to you was one of the worst things I think I've ever heard a police chief say to a citizen, KDOT. And I heard it. I was in the room. I was right there when he said it, and I was
Yeah.
appalled. And I'm
Right.
glad you called him on that. And if anything should rile somebody up, it's a direct threat. And his words were, You're gonna get yourself killed, KDOT."
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is that? What does that mean?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What
What
does
does that
that mean?
mean?
Don't. What he said? Don't risk your life. That's
Yeah,
exactly
you're.
what
Oh
he
no,
said.
he said you're risking your
You're
life.
risking your life. Yeah.
You're risking your life.
You're risking your life by standing on a public sidewalk taking pictures?
No.
Exactly.
No. Oh, you must have not have seen the video.
No, What was it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Shit.
Which video was it? I mean,
You
was it one of
It
yours?
it
both.
was
Well, it's mine.
MLH's video.
Yeah, it's on mine.
Was it that one where you guys were running through the parking lot?
No,
well,
not that one.
Oh, okay. All right.
No,
Okay.
this was at the consent decree meeting, and MLH was recording, and I came up to the
see you
chief.
later, indoctrinated.
Huh?
Oh, I was just talking to somebody in my chat.
Yeah.
Indoctrinated
So
Mexican.
I was talking to the I was going I was approaching the chief of police, and he said, "I don't want to talk to you," and I said, "I
No,
don't
no,
give
no,
a
no.
fuck,"
He said
or something to
that's
that.
not what he said, KDOT. He
What did he
said
say?
specifically, he says, I don't want to have a conversation with you.
Right. I don't want to have a conversation with you, and I was just like, "Well, you don't have a fucking choice." Or
You don't
something
have
to
a
that.
fucking choice. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's what you said.
And
I got it all on tape. I got it all recorded.
yeah, and I would encourage you to check out that video, Topher. Like, you'll be
I'm
like,
gonna have to take a look at it.
yeah,
Yeah,
take
I'm
a look.
because I'm kind of on the bubble. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of on the bubble with that. Because
If you were there, Tofor, if you were there and you saw the demeanor of that officer,
yeah,
plus the fact that he whispered, he
Yeah.
kind of whispered it to KDOT so
Yeah.
nobody around him would hear. And luckily, I got it on camera, and you can hear it. You have to put your ear to the speaker, but you can clearly hear him
Yeah.
say, "You're risking your life."
yeah. Because
Yeah.
I guess I mean I'm kind of on the bubble with the whole fact that, like, does he really have to have a conversation with you? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, he
Yes,
does.
he works
does.
for us, Tofor. You know
Absolutely.
well,
this.
yeah, I get that, and all that.
When
But
you're
I
put
mean,
in a position of where the public does not trust your police agency, you goddamn right.
Absolutely, you
Yeah.
have to be accountable.
You
To
can't
them.
you can't
No
preach
doubt.
that. You can't
You said
preach,
this-
"Oh, we want to talk to the community. We want to be there for the community. We want to have these conversations with the community," and then,
And
I
then
don't want to talk to you
decline.
because
Right.
no, you
that was
can't
the
do that.
chief. That was the chief of police.
Yes, Chief
Chief
Oates.
of
Yeah. Well, then he should have a conversation with you.
Yeah, and
Hey,
you have
Michelle,
to
thank you for
understand
being here.
he is the highest officer of the city. So if your other officer, if you're saying that, what do you think your other officers are going to be doing? Oh, well, the chief of police don't have to have a conversation. I don't have to either.
Right, and that's where it starts from the head down. If your chief of police isn't willing to have a conversation with an average citizen, what is? I'm not saying you're average, KDOT. I'm just saying the average citizen, because you're actually extraordinary.
That's the link right there, Topher Life.
Ellie
Yeah,
put the
I
link
just-
into
Yep,
KDOT's
I
chat.
just
I
clicked
know.
on it.
I know KDOT holds more weight, and I only have a few people in my chat, and KDOT's probably got like
You're
30.
not actually
No, I only got 12.
you're not actually streaming it to your channel though, right? You're just like you're mirroring it, but you're not streaming.
Oh, I'm streaming.
Well, yeah, you're streaming, but I mean it's a blank. Like they're not seeing us over on your channel.
No, it's just the
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what I
it's
mean.
just the thing.
Yeah. Because I went
But
over
yeah,
there and I went over there and hit the like and wrote in the chat. So
yeah,
so the algorithm
K-Dot
moves.
is a much better looking guy, and he's on camera, so that's probably why everybody's over on the K-Dot channel.
Well,
That's
I mean,
okay.
you
That's
really
okay
want?
because
I
when
can
we
run. I can run them away. Look, I'll just
oh
run them
God,
away.
go for it. Turn that shit right on off, sir.
Oh
Thank
shit! He
you,
just
sir.
broke my goddamn computer screen.
I know,
Shit.
man. We're gonna
Damn
have
it.
to end this thing. No, look. But I will say that when we go out on this cop watching adventure with Jeff, I will have better video. I'm just saying.
That is true. Yeah, I can't. There's no argument with that. Maybe if I edit it.
Oh God, no editing. No, it's got to be live. You son of a bitch. Hey, somebody in K-Dot's channel, go over to my channel and hit the like button, please. I'm almost at 40. I know it doesn't make a difference, but it's my ego.
Yeah, hit the like over that MLH's.
Plus,
and, over here, please.
Fabian G has been pushing the like button all night,
So,
like telling people to push it.
Can I address your chat real quick?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay. So this is for Jack Off Jack. Are you still in here?
I think he's still in here. Yeah,
I believe so.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So Jack Off Jack, if you're still in here, I'm going to address like a couple of things that you said to me. First off, we'll start off that I do not drive a tow truck no more. I used to for 22 years. Second off, yes, I sleep very good at night. Third off, I got a little saying in the towing business that we like to say, and it's the fastest way to get back on your feet is skip 2 car payments. So if you call that stealing your car, I mean, you call it what it is. And if you're talking about working for the police and taking people's cars, I mean, hey,
you gotta. There is validity to what Jackoff says because in Denver they do that to homeless people all the fucking time.
Yeah,
Steal
they
their
take their
fucking
RVs
and all that shit. Ellie, yes, K-Dot is very good looking. Don't remind me, Ellie. I think about that all the time.
And thank you, Ellie, for dropping that link. I did grab it. Thank you.
Bernie is right beside me. What did you say, Bernie? Hold on. Here's Bernie, everybody.
I said you're good looking too. Shut up.
I can hold my own, but K-Dot, although I will say, I did do a poll and I beat K-Dot in a poll one time. So
I think. Yeah.
I don't know. I will say.
I think it was the hair thing. I think
it has to be the hair, man. That's it.
Hey, I won't say no names or anything like that, but I did go. I did go to a troll channel. I think yesterday or this morning because there was nothing on to watch, and I did watch a said video, and he was talking about MLH's beard, and I did laugh. I'm just saying.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Topher, how dare you go on someone's panel and start drama? Whether
I didn't go
on.
Look, I said I didn't say the name of the troll channel or nothing because I don't want to give the guy views.
No, and this is look, K-Dot, man. K-Dot, you can't help yourself sometimes, man. Look, I'm not gonna address it either because I'm not doing the drama thing. I don't do it on my channel.
We ain't gotta do it. I was just talking about your beard. I got a laugh. Look, I got a laugh out of what he said about your beard. It was funny. Funny.
Look, you know you've lost an argument when you have to go to ad hominems and criticize somebody's looks. That's all I'm saying. Also, I will have you know, Tofor, that when I shave, which is about once a week because I'm fucking busy and I can't do self-care for myself most goddamn times. When I do shape my beard, I think I do a pretty fucking good job of it. And Bernie can.
Oh my goodness,
Bernie can attest to this. Look, Bernie, when I shave, you always tell me go and shave, right?
Oh
my! There you go. So and just for that, I'm shaving tomorrow, and I'm gonna put you know what? Just for that, Bernie and I tomorrow at some point are gonna do a.
Did I trigger you?
Hot tub.
Did I trigger you?
How dare you?
MLH? Did I trigger you? I love you, man.
How dare you?
Know that?
How dare you drama on other people's channel, you son of a bitch.
Look,
Yeah,
you know, I don't do no drama. I
yeah,
definitely
right.
don't do drama.
Hence, giving Jack off Jack a hard time, and
I didn't give him. I answered his questions. He asked
You
me
did
questions.
answer. You did answer the question.
Go to Big Smoke, Topher. You know better, you son of a bitch.
Jack off versus Topher. That'll be
Yeah,
epic. Big Smoke.
I mean, Big Smoke. There you go. Topher Life versus Jack off.
What did I tell you on the last Big Smoke panel? Kill him with kindness, man. I'm not going to debate him.
Why not?
I mean, why should I?
He thinks you're a thief.
I think
Topher.
no, because here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
I think we should provide and this is just me because look, you're more than welcome to air your grievances. Just bring facts. Yeah. If I did something illegal, prove it. Cool. I'll apologize for it, or but I mean, but then again, facts. I can't because I'm not in jail, and I beat all 3 of my cases. Just a reminder: K.3, Cop 0. So I just wanted to throw that out.
Hell yeah!
Oh, you know what? K.Dot. Look. PTP is also 3-0. I think we should mention that real quick. He beat his.
Yeah, he's trying to. Maybe I got to get arrested again.
No, let's not do that, K-Dot. I don't want to worry about you.
You can't I don't want. What the hell, man?
You just said it nonchalantly. Maybe I just need to get arrested.
I don't want to put that in the atmosphere.
Check this out, K-Dot. I was talking to PTP on his chat, and he was saying, "I'm 3-0, baby," and all that, and I very proudly. I mean, I know it's going to happen to me at some point, K-Dot, because how could it not? But I very proudly say, "Hey, PTP, I'm 0-0, my friend. 0.
There we go. 0-0. There we go. I mean, that's a pretty good record, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's a great record. I'm very proud of that, man.
I got arrested in my rookie year, so I mean, fuck. And I was just, oh shit, I'm really in cuffs.
It is going to catch up to me. I've no doubt about it. But I'm going to tell everybody this. I won't Ellie.
I won't. Ellie's like, you K-Dot, don't you dare.
Well, Aurora's going to be 1-0. She's going to beat her charges, no doubt.
Well, I don't want to end up on Ben Shapiro again, so I don't,
Oh, maybe you do, man.
Shit, I still haven't went over there and found that. I got to go over there and find that.
Oh God, it's so dumb. Like Ben Shapiro's just something else. But
I would love to debate him, though.
He won't do it, man. He's a weasel, man. Unless he's
before I debate him, he's going to have to call me a lunatic in my face. So
he won't do it, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and then I'll call him a bitch. So
yeah, and
all right, then debate over.
Exactly, jack off bootlickers.
And you're anyways, my flight there and back.
Hey, I want to thank everybody in my chat. I'm gonna have to leave here, Kate. I don't know how long.
Yeah, I got to too. I gotta.
Damn, look at that! I came in and destroyed your panel. What?
No, man! You came late.
Look, I gotta go, man. Bernie's looking at me like, hey, let's go make
out.
No, let's not do that. Let's go smoke a joint. How about that?
And then make out.
And then maybe make out. I don't know. We'll see where the night leads. But I need my medicine, y'all. Is what I'm telling you. I've been listening.
Bernie is gonna take advantage of you. I'm just gonna let you know. So just give it up.
Well,
she's gonna whisper in your ear. Just let it happen.
Hey, K-Dot, you cannot rape the willing, my man. You know what I'm saying? You cannot.
Just let it happen, okay?
Yeah, just lay back.
Just let it happen.
It's all right. K-Dot,
enjoy the ride.
I would be. How dare you? I would listen to Ellie, K-Dot. She says, "I'm gonna fly to Denver and kick your butt if you guys get arrested."
No.
Ellie, I've never been arrested, so you can't say that to me. So now I've been very close. I mean, that video with K-Dot, I was very close.
Yeah, you were there. You was really close. Yeah.
If I would have stepped across that line, according to that Officer Ramos, K-Dot, I would have been arrested.
You never been arrested at all, ever in your life?
What's that? No, never. Not once.
Really?
Yes, never.
Holy shit. Yeah, I can't say that. But
shit sucks.
Well, I mean, just look at you, Tofor. I mean, everybody got a good look
horrible.
At you. I mean,
my God.
Yes.
The customer service is just atrocious.
green bologna. Green bologna. They don't
Green
turn
bologna.
they don't turn the beds down and shit.
Oh
I mean,
God,
Right.
man.
You don't even get a pillow. Like,
I don't know
like,
if I
what
can
the
even
fuck? I
sleep
can't
in
get a
this towel,
pillow.
man.
Like, I had to literally sleep on the towel. Like they gave me.
A towel, Jesus.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like I can't get a pillow for goodness
I
sake.
think I would have just laid down. Like if I'm ever arrested and they give me a towel, I'll just roll it up and use that as a pillow and don't even give me a blanket. I'll be fine.
they give you
Yeah.
them, and I don't know about it in Colorado or whatever, but they give you them itchy ass blankets.
Yeah,
Them,
the
like,
wool blanket.
yeah, them wool fucking itchy ass.
Yeah.
Oh God,
It's horrible. It's horrible.
horrible.
They give
Yeah.
you. They also give you a rubber.
Oh God, they give
coffee
you a
cup.
rubber. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's rubber. The shit is rubber. A rubber.
Oh, I thought you meant like a
Yeah.
rubber, man.
But how-
No.
Wow.
No.
Very forward thinking of them,
No.
K-Dot. I mean, what are they expecting you to fondle Jimmy in the corner there, or
Put
what?
your hot
You're
put your
nice.
hot coffee
You're
in a rubber coffee cup, and it tastes like
no.
rubber and shit.
No.
Oh God.
But I was in there with a Hell's Angel. I will say that. He was really cool.
I
really,
used to be
really
friends
cool.
with a couple of Hell's Angels,
Yeah.
man. You don't fuck with those guys, man. That's you know.
I was
I told him why I was in there, and he was just like, "Oh shit, you guys are the shit. You guys are heroes." He said, "You'll be out. Don't worry, you'll be back."
Everybody in my chat, I want to thank you guys so much for joining. Honestly, you guys make this worthwhile. I'm going to be back out and about. I know.
Yeah.
I know I've been taking a few days off, and people have been giving me shit about that. Like, get back to work, you bum. But I've had minor car things that have been going on. I had to fix my cruise control, which, by the way, I don't know if I want to announce this right now, but I mean, I've announced that I'm going to Vegas now it's going to be this month, September. I'll be going later in the month. I don't exactly want to spoil anything, but I will be meeting up with a very, very special guest. Not even K-Dot knows who I'm going to be meeting in Vegas. I don't think, or did I tell you? I think I might have told you.
No. You know what? I want to be surprised like everybody else.
Okay.
I'm anxious now.
I might have told K-Dot. I might have.
No, I don't know.
Really?
I have no idea.
Okay.
No, I would have.
You guys.
I probably would have said it before you.
So you're going.
Yeah, he's meeting with such and such.
So you're going.
Friday night.
So you're going to Vegas to meet up with RuPaul. We get it.
I might. You never know. You never know. RuPaul's cool as shit, but no, it's somebody in the community peripherally.
Okay.
I mean, I
think I might have an idea.
I don't want to give
it to myself, but
I
think I might have an idea.
I don't want to give it away.
I'm gonna keep it to myself. I'm
gonna try not to spill the beans until
Aurora said you told her.
Oh my God, huh?
So MLH told me. I know, Aurora. Don't you spill the beans, Aurora. We want to be
Ellie, I screwed it. I screwed the pooch. Ellie says you promised you wouldn't tell I was going to Vegas. Thanks a lot. Sorry, Ellie. I ruined the surprise. Ellie's gonna be in Vegas.
We're gonna go see Naked Men.
Naked Men?
What?
Oh, you and Ellie?
They're going to Chippendales. Your ass is out, bro.
Topher, I would so go to a Chippendale show. I so would go just to make fun of all the ladies in the room. Yeah. I would love it.
I would so go because there's a bunch of horny ladies in that room. I
mean, horny like senior citizens. Topher. I mean, come on.
Oh, they're worse than men. They're way worse.
Yeah.
They're barking and shit. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
What's going on here?
We just sit there and look at it and drink our drinks and just.
That is not right. You know, we're not barking or none of that. We probably get kicked out for that shit. Like,
we probably would, Kate. I no doubt.
What the fuck? We can't bark at nobody or whistle or anything.
I so want to. I kind of want to tell everybody, but I'm not going to because
Facebook.
But
sorry.
Anyways, I want to thank everybody for joining. I'm going to end my stream. You guys absolutely rock. I love each and every one of y'all. But that's going to do it for my stream. K-Dot, are you ending yours?
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta be to work at 6 in the morning.
Before
go ahead.
Before you end your stream, MLH, can I say something to your chat?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Hey, everybody over in MLH, Mexican Long Hairs, don't forget to go over and subscribe and like Toe for Life. Just
How dare you,
yeah.
dare you shamelessly plug your channel?
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
I knew
shameless
that's
plug.
where that was going.
Yeah.
Y'all go ahead and support Toe for Life, and he's also doing some pretty good cop watching over there. So all right, you know,
It's okay.
and deer watching as well.
Thank you.
Me, the people said I used to be a dancer for the Chunkendales. I was Flavio. Hey, McDonald, thanks for joining late. Everybody that's in my chat, thank you all so much. I'm going to end the stream. You guys rock as always. Make sure you sub to DJ K. The party. Do not sub to Toe for Life at all. Just saying. And let's see, who else? What else do I want to plug before I go? Stay tuned for September.
What's up?
Stay tuned for September. I'm going to get back out starting tomorrow. I think we're going to have a hot tub either tomorrow or the next day, most likely tomorrow, with Bernie B. First time in a while.
Okay.
And also, sometime in September, I will be in Las Vegas. I will be doing some content. Now, I'm going to do it a little differently than last year. I'm going to actually take vacation time, but there's going to be some wicked videos. Trust me, guys.
Is this going to be live, or is it going to be like...
There's going to be at least one live, K-Dot, that I know of, and it's going to be spectacular, man. You have no idea what's going to hit y'all. It's going to be something for the ages. Let's just put it that way.
You should definitely do a hot tub in Vegas for sure.
K-Dot, there may be a live hot tub.
And I mean
lots of hard nipples.
And
yeah.
I mean in a real hot tub too, not in a fucking Toyota Prius going down.
Jesus Christ! Shut up, man. That Prius is badass, man. Shut up. You shut your face. But anyways, there's gonna be.
Talking about holes.
I know, right? Look, guys. It's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be unexpected, but expected at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. The guest or. It's just going to be cool. You guys are going to love it. It's going to be fun. I'm not doing any cop watching unless the opportunity presents itself over there, which usually it does.
Usually it does in Vegas.
If it happens, it happens. But let's just put it this way. The strip is going to be lit with MLH and Bernie B and so just saying, you guys do not want to miss it. I'm so excited. Bernie's excited. You guys should all be
K-Dot's excited.
Awesome. K-Dot's excited. I mean, his
Toe for Life is excited.
I'm not excited. I'm not excited unless I get some subs out of MLH's channel.
Oh, shut up. You leech. You. All right, guys. Take care on my channel. Thank you guys so much on my channel.
Toe for Life is a marketing genius.
Yeah,
just wanted to say.
Take care, everybody, on my channel. You guys rock. Later, everybody.
All right, guys. I'm also gonna be out as well. You guys, please support the channel. Please go to hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and share with all your friends. Share with the person you care, and you definitely don't want to miss that ride along with MLH and. And the APD Monitor. You don't want to miss that.
You don't want to miss
November.
Awesome. September stacked. October's going to be lit with Halloween. Trust me, Halloween is my favorite.
And honestly, to tell you the truth, MLH, we are making history. There will be no other. You can't ask another cop watcher have they ever did a ride along, or did a wrong ride along happen where the police monitor rode with them. So that is, we will be breaking a record. We will be setting trends.
And you know what, K-Dot, something else I'm very proud of that I do that nobody in the Denver area has even thought to do. I'm the only person that does drone footage on homeless sweeps. So
right.
I've yet to see even one. I'm the only one that does it. I am the originator of it in Denver. I don't
That
know
is
about
true.
other cities, states,
And
but in
you know
Denver.
what I'm the originator of, MLH?
Oh, what's this? I gotta hear
Of the
this.
god of a police officer in Denver having a pig on their save screen on their laptop.
I did see that, man. Come on, man.
No other auditor has ever done that. No,
Yeah.
no other cop watchers ever captured that besides
You
me and
you need
PTV.
to change that to a cockroach, man. Get them to put a cockroach on
Right.
on their
You're right.
screensaver. Hey, everybody in K-Dot chat, thank you guys all so much. I think most of you already subscribed to my channel. If you haven't, trust me, you're
Subscribe to MLH's channel. Damn it, do it right now.
the only
All
reason that I'm saying that, K-Dot, is because you got all of my subs plus $2,000 more. So I'm trying to snipe, man. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate
right.
K-Dot for setting this up. I mean, what can I say? K-Dot is the man. So
Appreciate you.
there you go.
All right.
Please make privacy in public. I have no idea what you mean,
I don't
Jack.
know what that means. Maybe he's drinking. I don't know.
It's a lie for sure. So thank you, K-Dot. I appreciate you, my bro. Do you want me to stay on a little bit after, or are you done?
No, we done. I gotta go take care of Katie. Not feeling that well. So
okay. Later, everybody.
All right.
Have a good day. I'm
out.
Howdy, howdy, shanunu.
One.